What's up guys, it's Sid and this is Overly Social. This week on Overly Social, y'all already know the deal, it's crazy story time. But for this week's crazy story time, I am going to be telling the situation that I like to call the couch. To set the scene for y'all, I'm just going to tell you all the background information that I'm going to get into the story. Basically, me and my friends have this hangout in our neighborhood that we call the tree. And the tree is a collection of trees that fold over into like this dome shape, and it's like a shaded area, and we put a couch in there. That's not the couch, but there's a couch in that area. And it's an area that literally has fruit growing around it. It provides shade in the summertime. There's a couch, you can chill there. It's all around like a cool hangout spot. Then comes the couch. Now, this couch was basically a totally different couch that was a little bit more new, but it was never used because the family that originally had it threw it out because there was a broken board underneath it, and the company was gonna send them a new one. And someone moved it from in front of their house to the side, my friend's house. So we were like, oh, okay. And we left it there for a few days. We always said that we wanted to bring it to the tree. We never brought it there. But yeah, basically no one was claiming this tree. It was basically a lot of people were complaining that it was on the street that it was on because it was just dumped near some bushes. It's Samaritans that me and my friends were decided that we would eventually take that couch and put it with the other couch at the tree. Since I can't say the names of my friends because I don't know if they want to be in this video, I changed their names and I know who's who. So basically one day we're walking all around the neighborhood. We had already been to the tree that day and we were walking to the other side of the neighborhood to this different park. Passing my friend Lisa's house, and Lisa was with us. It was Isabella, Martin, and Lisa that were with us. Passing by Lisa's house, and her older sister Janie came out with her friend Esther. They decided to join me, Isabella, Martin, and Lisa on our way to the park. Now to get to this park, we have to pass Lisa's house, then we go past the couch. As we're walking down this street, it's about a half a mile later, we see the couch, and we were telling Janie about our plan of taking it. Esther basically said that instead of going to the park, him and Janie could go take it. Said okay, since it was actually a light couch that still needed to be put together, but all the pieces were pretty light, so they just picked it up and started walking to the direction of the tree. They took a different route than the route we came by because they stopped by our friend Nate's house, and Nate ended up going with them to help them take the couch there. So me, Isabella, Martin, and Lisa are at the park. My phone dies. I'm starting to take Lisa home so Isabella and Martin can hang out a little more, if you know what I mean. Walking to Lisa's house, and Lisa pulls up her phone. She gets a text from her sister Janie, and it's like, oh no, like, oh my god, something's happening. Again, I don't know exactly what the text messages said, but we ended up calling Janie and asking her, like, what's up, well, what's happening? She said that a lady pulled over her, Esther, and Nate while they were taking the couch. And we were like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I was like, you don't need to be bothered by this lady, go take it where you need to be taking it and move on. And Janie utters the words, she called the police, and I was like, oh my god. Whew. We split into two groups. Me, Lisa, Isabella, Martin. Isabella and Martin cut through the school. Me and Lisa go around. I had a bike, so Lisa was running, and then Isabella and Martin walked, but they took two different routes because Isabella couldn't pass in front of a certain house. Me and Lisa get there first, of course, and we find them on the corner of the street. Like, they're still 100 yards from the tree, and I'm like, how did this lady even know your intentions? I look down, and there's this small lady standing close to the trail that leads off to where you have to go to the tree. We have these fields around our neighborhood, and basically is how you get there. You take a trail. The trail branches off into two. One trail leads you to like the other homes and like gets into certain backyards, and the other one leads down to other trails that take you around the creek and utterly to the tree. So they got onto the trail and they didn't get off into the cutoff yet, where this lady basically saw them, pulled over her car, went home, came out, started taking pictures of them from her house, and she went up close to them, and yeah, she was like, this is the protected wildlife, you cannot bring and dump all your stuff here, that's not right. Esther had to go and get a smart mouth with her, and basically she decided that since they weren't gonna do anything, that she was just gonna call the police on some teenagers. I was like, this is so whack, like this doesn't make any sense, why is this even happening? I go up to the lady, I'm like, hey, my friends were just gonna bring it to my house and it leads around the back bay. Do you mind if we just, you know, move on with this? This doesn't need to be a cop deal. We could just take it to my house and it'll be fine. Like, that's it. Like, we're just taking it to my house. We're not dumping or anything. Of course, we weren't bringing it to my house. I didn't live near there. We were gonna bring it to someone else's house. Just surprise, we got a couch just so this lady could get off the phone. After I'm done saying what I said, she pulls the phone away from her face, like, she looks at me dead in the eyes and she's like, who are you? I am a friend and I'm just trying to, we're just gonna go to my house, so that's fine. We're just gonna take it there, no need for cops. Not necessary. She didn't even reply to me. She just simply brought the phone back up to her face and said, there's 2 more now. And off in the distance, she stares. Oh my god, 2 more. There's 4 more kids now. There are 7 in total. Still filming. You're triggering me.
What are you even filming?
Crazy story time for the collab channel.
Crazy story time. Oh my god.
Situation?
That's not even crazy. That's just stupid.
Because she called the cops on us.
But did they really show up?
It's not like, it's not about if they really showed up. It's like that they called. Isabella, what is your opinion on the couch situation? I'm not gonna say your real name in the video. Your name is freaking Isabella.
Can you please call me? Can you call me Pepita?
I already made the video. There are 4 more kids now, and that is basically when Martin and Isabella basically emerged out of the freaking where they were coming from and decided to show up. At this point, it started to just really get out of hand, where this lady continued to just give detailed descriptions of all of us to the police officer on the phone. And then I was like, dang, this shouldn't be happening. I think I'm gonna go home. Remember, my phone was dead and I didn't even know if anyone was trying to contact me or not. I told Martin to just take Isabella home because she's usually not really allowed out of the house, and the fact that that happened, I didn't want her to get on Nextdoor or anything like that. Nextdoor is basically this app where everyone on neighborhood, or the majority of the people, have an app where they're able to report missing items, they're selling things, and just updates around about the neighborhood overall. Put us on that website under urgent alert, and I tried to get pictures and comments, but I couldn't because apparently my account got banned. And they won't let me create it anymore because I keep getting banned. So I'm able to get pictures, they'll probably be in here, but if I can't, then sorry. So I go home, Lisa, Jamie, Nate, and Esther are still over there. I basically left them with the lady. I told them to just take the couch to our friend's house. You don't even need to take the trail, just walk up the thing, because you can't. I left, Martin, Isabella left, and the rest stayed. They basically actually did just go and try to take it to our friend's house, and when he wasn't home, they came back and she was still there taking pictures of them. Yeah. So basically, kind of putting it together, the police told her that we weren't really doing anything wrong, or that they couldn't really do anything. So she was off the phone and nothing was really, you know, happening. But she would continue to stay outside waiting to make sure that we're not gonna dump our items there. I never really told you exactly what this lady looked like, but it really did make a big difference on how much respect I could give towards her. She was like maybe an 80-year-old, I mean, that might be a lot. Okay, I'll go 50 or 60. She was probably like 50 or 60 years old. She was Asian. She had a lot of wrinkles on her face. She had red hair, and not like orange ginger type hair. Her hair was red, like it was this red, maybe a little dark, this red. So she had red hair. She was wearing a little mermaid sweater and some boyfriend jeans, and I was like, oh my god, who are you? Trying to be Ariel, but she was looking more like Ursula. Hey, her name was actually Ursula. I found out that. It's really fucking weird. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment, because I love reading comments, even on the collab channel. It's really super fun. Share it with your friends you think will enjoy. Make sure to check out Jenny's video and Luke's video this week. I'm sure they'll be as crazy as this situation, if this was even crazy at all. I could just be blowing this out of proportion. I have other storytime videos on my main channel as well if you'd like to check those out. You know, subscribe to the Overly Social channel. It's been said, peace.